What's going on YouTube? It's Donnie B all day, bringing you another fixed blade. This one comes in a pretty decent looking little package here. It is the Western Crosstrail. And if you don't believe me, I actually have proof. It says it right there, Western Crosstrail. It is not a bad looking little knife here. So let's go over this thing real quick. It's got a nice little roach belly type design, which I actually kind of dig. You have a nylon sheath built well with a little leather go around here, pleather go around, and it says Western Titanium right here inside of that leather part, and then Crosstrail right there. You do have the one button snap, and it's riveted and sewn up, and it's actually pretty decent. It's a pretty decent little nylon sheath with an F apparently. So now let's get into this blade. So what we have here is a really good looking little hunting knife. This is pretty decent indeed, as a matter of fact. Now it says titanium on the sheath, and the reason is because instead of a 1095 or a 440 or a 420, this is a titanium bonded steel. Now, bonding steel with titanium, apparently what they do is it's supposed to create a longer lasting edge. It's like supposed to be 3 times harder than your standard edge steel or steel edge, but you know what I mean. I don't know. I have never tested it. This is my first Western titanium. And here's the thing, man. Western's been doing knives since 1911. 1911 they started making knives, and everybody knows the Bowie, and it's like the Wild West Bowie that you see. Western made the first great one of those, and now they have come through all kinds of different advancements, and now we have titanium bonded steel. So that being said, let's go over the rest of it. The handle is Durlin, which is basically some kind of resin, almost like a plastic, but it looks like stag. It feels like stag. Doesn't smell like stag. I don't know what stag smells like, but you have a little jimped thumb area right here. You have a little tiny ricasso bent up for a good finger grab, so it helps with reduction of finger slippage. You have a hollow grind. So remember, it's not a chopping knife. This thing is going to be a cutter. That's what the hollow grind is made for. Let's see, it's riveted. You have a lanyard hole. It's true full tang. It's 9 inches full with a, man, it would be good to have all the information. 4 1/4 inch blade. Got a mind like a steel trap. So all in all, it's a good looking knife. All in all, it's a comfortable knife. All in all, it's easy to carry. But does it work? We're going to find out that today, because I have not used this thing. So we are going to get that done. Let's see if any of the hair is growing back from that hen and rooster shaving. Let's see. All right, so it is sharp, and I guess it is shave sharp. The last knife I used and shaved with was that hen and rooster, and the hair literally flew off of my arm. I mean, too easy. This one, you can see there's hairs there, but I had to work at it. I had to work at it, getting those hairs off. And so is it shave sharp? Yeah. Is it crazy shave sharp? No, it's just, I guess, just regular shave sharp. So I say we take this boy outside and see what we can't get it into, through, and with. I have to say that I really like this shape. It's like the Canadian belt knife, roach belly type shape. I'm adding a lot of F's here today. I am all F'd out. I'm gonna F me, F you, F everything. So I say, just by yelling the F, the dogs got excited. You could pretty much tell what I call them all the time. Before we go outside, I need to make a little more kindling for the fire. So we'll start in here. We'll do a little bit of that. Hold on. All right, let's get this party started. Right. Let's get this started. Party started quickly. Right. All right, so let's see if I can't. Man, this wood is hard wood. I don't even know if I'm getting you guys in there. Let's try this. Okay, I gotta do some kindling, but why not pull some curls first? Well, I have to say that the getting used to the blade angle is, you know, taking me a bit here. I think it's an 18 and a 22 is what it was on the edge angle there, the edge geometries. You can see I'm getting a lot of long flat ones, which is good because that's going to light very easily. And you can see here, I get some curls here this time. Uh-oh, I'm losing them all, but you can see it's happening. So I got the straights and I got the curls. So it's very possible to use this thing to get you some nice kindling going. And remember, if you want straights or if you want curls or whatever you're looking to get, it's just all in the angle and how you use your knife and speed and things like that. So let's see if we can't take another log here. A little bit of white birch. Now remember, this is a hollow grind. Yeah, hollow grind. So being a hollow grind, it's not made for batoning. Not at all. It's not made to chop. It's not made to baton. It's not made for any of that stuff. Does that mean it can't do it? No, of course not. I'm doing it right in front of you. But if you damage your blade doing this, do not blame the blade. Blame the user because it's not made for it. I have confidence enough in my own skills to where I know I can get away with it, because it's just, you gotta be patient and understand how you're getting through the wood and to the wood. But that's what it comes down to, is just patience, going slow when you're batoning with something that's not made to baton with. You just need to make sure that you're not just hammering on the thing like it's, you know, Thor's hammer, you know, and just whacking away. Be patient, go slow, and just make sure your angles are all right. Once you have angles that are correct, you'll be pretty good. Let me actually do one more, and we'll see how this edge is sitting. But so far, it's looking pretty good. And white birch, you guys know, white birch is a nice hardwood, and so it's definitely not made for this blade. But if they make a knife that claims that it's 3 times harder, I'm going to check it. So normally, if you have weak or soft steel and you baton with it, you're going to get the wobble, right? It's going to have these warps that go through like this, like a wave. And this one has none of those. No chipping, no waving, no wobbling, no nothing. Not too bad. Now let's take it outside. Okay, so we got to go and do a little batoning with it. Now that I got it in the sun, you can really see that the blade looks really good. You can actually see it a lot better now in the sun. It looks not too bad, right? Let's take the nylon rope here. See if we can't get a nice cut. Ooh, I slipped right off. And there it goes. Was it crazy easy? Was it butter smooth? No, but was it easy enough to breeze right through with a little pull? Yep. So the edge is good. It's a good edge. It's actually a very good edge, I'll call it. But is it a great edge? No, it's just a really good edge. Here's some plastic cone, sports cone. And look at that. Shave it. Shave it. Nice and easy. We just took off that piece right there. Nice and easy. So while it's not like an immaculate, great, you know, perfect surgical edge, it's sharp. It's sharp, and this thing will cut. It will cut. So thanks, Dave. So it definitely does the work. Let's see, we got some some dried crap out here. There we go. And some nice spindly curls. There we go. There we go. Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Let's see. So the edge, look at that. It's pulling away wood. It's really, really pulling away wood. It's doing a great job of shaving down, and gotta like that. You know, if you're doing your arrow tips and spear tips and tent spikes and pit spikes and all that crazy jazz, it's nice to have an edge that can do it. I have zero issues going on with this thing right now. So far, so good. Let's keep going. All right, what about pelting? Let's see. Got the nice soccer ball here. Let's see if we can't get through this. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We go right through the soccer ball. It's all frozen. So even though it's cutting, can't even spread the darn thing. But you can see that, I'm gonna cut my fingers off here just showing you guys. You can see that without a doubt, it's going through, it's cutting. Everything is pretty good. Oh, you know what I thought? I looked at this side right here and I was like, okay, they're riveted. I just turned it around. Check that out. They're stars. So I felt like a creak. And you know how when you get loose scales, but they're not really loose, it just makes that small creak. And I had a weird loose creak and I was like, oh no, are the rivets? But it's not rivets, they're stars. So all I gotta do is tighten that one. Bada boom, bada bing. All right, pretty good, pretty good. All right, here's a little game called Fun with Stump. Let's do some 4-foot drops. See how that balance is. Now, I was just about to say it feels kind of handle heavy, and you can see at the end of that 4 foot, it started to turn. That one I completely missed the stump. But you see how the angle is landing here, so you can see where the balance is. It's definitely handle heavy. Let's do a couple hard downward throws. We'll see how that handle scale lasts and test the bite. It's actually really nice bite for an unswedged tip. Look at that. Not so bad. I just did a little 3-foot throw. That's not so bad. So you can see how far I am when I'm throwing this. I'll bring this with me. And I'm just doing an overhead throw. Look at that. Not so bad. Not so bad. Let's try a deeper throw. Bam! There's the 5-yarder right there. I don't usually do that till the end, but it was leaving my hand so nicely, I figured why not? Let's go in that other stump 5 yards. Uh-oh! I missed. Since I don't like to miss, I'm gonna throw it again. Now, this is not by any means a throwing knife. However, I just did a couple of that one doesn't count. I just did a couple of 3-foot throws. Now when I'm sitting right next to it, it's a lot harder. A couple of 3-foot throws and a couple of 5-yard throws, and pretty simple. Pretty simple. It's actually really easy to throw. I don't know if it's the shape or the weight or the fact that I'm just really good at this. But it's kind of fun to throw. Kind of fun to throw. I'll give it that. Let's see, we got the dogs put themselves in the pen on accident, so I'm gonna lock them in there. Now they're like, oh, that sucks. All right, so let's find us a nice branch over here. Break this. All right, got an idea what I want to do with this thing. Let's walk it way over here. Okay, so let's do a couple of downward chops. Remember, it's a hollow grind, so if you're going to chop with it, understand how to chop. Don't chop through the arm, bam, like that. Chop through the wrist. Chop through the wrist, and you will find out that it will work. So, woo! So far, so good. Let's keep it turning. Let's get rid of this this one right here, so I have room. I'm gonna show you guys a cool way if you have a stick that you can't break Like this one, I could just bend it and break it if I really wanted to. But let's say you have to chop through, right? And maybe you want the kindling from chopping, you know, all this. When you chop through, you're getting all these guys, which is great. So once you chop at an angle, now turn it upside down. And all those little chops that you just put in that one direction, look at that. It's like beaver teeth, man. Just goes right through. Very, very crazy easy. Just like that. Woo-wee. So I have to say, the little Western is not bad. For the price especially, I think I might have picked it up at Walmart. I think that's where I got this. And it's probably one of those $15, $20 knives. And so far from what I've done with it, I have to say that it's worth it. Absolutely worth it. I really like this. I love the fact that it throws nice. And I was throwing it from the blade too. When you have that heavy handle, sometimes you want to grab it from the blade side. Let's go over here to the 1-inch forestry and just see if we can't get a little swatting done here. Look at that. Look at that. Not so bad. That one's on by a hair. Okay, let's see. This is going to wobble a little bit, so it's going to be really hard to get through, but we're going to try. Ugh. Man, that was a miss hit. That's all me right there. Oh, let's see how we're doing. Wow, we're skinning it up. Problem is when you hit it, it's just moving down. But you can see that the parts that weren't wobbly, those nice stems breaking off, they're a little bit more solid. Made this a little bit more easy. So, what do I think, man? What do I think? I think it's pretty good. What's it called? The Crosstrail? Is that what it was? Western Crosstrail. Let's put it in the light. I think that this knife right here, price point wise and just what it's made for, this is a-okay. I really like this. This is not a love knife. This is not the PR4 from Essie. This is just a really good little knife. And if you're not looking to spend $100, you know what I mean, you can get 5 of these for the price of the Essie. And 5 of these will last you a pretty long time. I think 1 of these will last you a pretty long time. But this is not so bad at all. This little knife right here, it's attractive and it works. That's the two great parts about a knife is, you know what I mean? Does it look cool and does it work great? And as long as you can complete the tasks, that's all you freaking need. So here it is, man. Here it is, your little Western. Over 100 years old knife company. Still getting it done. Still doing the deed. And speaking of doing the deed, I'm going to go inside and actually I'm going to make some hot chocolate. I'm freezing. I am freezing out here. You know what else I am? I'm Donnie B all day. And until next knife.